Hey guys, Joe from ExtremeTerrain. In this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the Proving Ground soft tri-fold tonneau cover fitting all 16 and newer Tacomas. Now, this is going to be a great option for you if you're looking for a cost-effective vinyl tri-fold tonneau that's going to keep whatever it is in your bed safe from the elements. This tonneau cover is going to be made out of a weather-resistant leather grain vinyl wrapped around an aluminum frame, which is very lightweight and very durable at the same time. It's got a nice black finish, which is going to match perfectly with any Tacoma build. This tonneau is really quick and easy to operate. We have some really simple hand-operated clamps back here. They're really easy to undo. You can roll this thing up and some buckles up at the bulkhead hold it in place while you're driving around. This tonneau cover has, simply put, a really straightforward design. You'll see exactly how this is going to work in just a second when we dive into the full install, which not only is this going to be quick and easy to operate, but the install, it's going to be really simple as well. Now, one thing I have to touch on here is if you're buying a vinyl tonneau cover in general, this isn't going to be the best as far as security goes. All you have here, it's just that vinyl piece. It's got some stitching on the back, it's got some bows in the middle, but all it takes to get through this thing is going to be the regular old pocket knife. So if you plan on carrying something of value in the bed of your truck regularly, it will probably be worth it to step up to a hard tri-fold tonneau cover. If you're just picking up groceries on Sunday, you're taking a trip with the family, you want to throw some suitcases back here, keep stuff out of the rain, this is going to do a great job, and ultimately it's going to cost you half, maybe even a quarter of the price of some of those hard tri-fold tonneau cover options. Another thing I want to mention, that last panel on the tonneau cover up by the bulkhead, that is effectively stuck in place. To get access to the full depth of the bed, you will need to remove this thing. Thankfully, that's a very easy process. We'll show you how that's done again in just a second here. Before we do, let's talk a little bit about price. This one's gonna come in right around 240 bucks, which makes it one of the most budget-friendly options on the website. Again, if you're just looking to get some coverage over your cargo, keep stuff safe and dry from the elements, this is a great option, well worth the money. The install here is going to be super simple, basically as easy as it gets. For that, I'm gonna give it an easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. Should take you at most 15 minutes to a half an hour if you are moving slow. And actually, the only Allen key you need does come included in the kit. So without any further ado, let's move on to the install. I'll show you what Allen key you'll need and how it's done. So the only tool you're gonna need is this 5mm Allen key right here. It comes in the kit with the tonneau cover. However, I'm gonna use my own tools here just to speed things up a little bit. I have mine on a socket and the electric ratchet to do so. All right, so to start this install, I want to point out the fact that there's really nowhere to clamp to on the Tacoma, so things are a little bit different when you're doing a tonneau cover here. In the kit, you're gonna get these mounting brackets. You can see there's a threaded plate behind here. You got some Allen key bolts on the front. Where these are gonna slide into is this rail right here, and then you can slide them along and line them up with the tonneau cover eventually, and it's gonna clamp onto this lip. So to get these installed, all we're gonna do is pry back this plastic piece right here, and then slide 2 into each rail. So the first one is gonna go up toward the front, and the second one can stay back here for the rear. And then you can reinstall that plastic clip. And we're gonna hit the same thing over on the other side as well. Now with our mounting brackets loose, we can go ahead and grab our tonneau cover and just put that in place. And we're just gonna work on lining that up roughly where it needs to be. So now we have our tonneau cover roughly in the position where it's gonna live. You can see better now if we crawl underneath how this is going to attach to the truck. Our mounting bracket here can slide along that rail. We're just gonna line it up with this crossbar here and then tighten it down with the Allen key. Now we can pull down on that post, line it up with our mounting bracket, and then we can crank down on that thumb screw until it's nice and tight. We're gonna jump over and do the same exact thing over on the other side too. So now you should be able to loosen up the buckles and unroll the cover. It's gonna be the same exact process for our clamps at the rear. You can see how that's gonna work. I'm just getting them lined up right now. You can go ahead and put that back up there. Now we can hold this still and tighten it down. So now if we close this to check our alignment, looking pretty good right there. I might as well show you guys how this locks into place as well. You can see that this spins around. That'll give you some up and down adjustment. You wanna make sure this lever is all the way toward the open position, tuck the tooth under, and then if you crank down on that, it'll lock it into place. So on the other side, I'm gonna do the same thing. Checking the alignment here. You pull that to the side, fold the cover back, hold this bad boy still. Then we can close the tonneau, pull up on that lever, get it underneath, then crank down to lock in place. Now guys, that is gonna do it. There is one more thing in the kit that I do wanna talk about really quickly. It's these two big cotter pins right here. If you wanna make sure those latches don't wiggle themselves open, you can run these through and they'll stay locked down until you remove these cotter pins. In my opinion, this does a perfectly fine job at holding itself shut. But that's gonna do it for my review and install of the Proving Ground soft tri-fold tonneau cover fitting all 16 and newer Tacomas. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep it right here at Extreme Terrain for all things Tacoma.